Hello and welcome. This is Chrisanne. I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chrisanne here on my deck. And we are going to be making another tag book. So I have a whole bunch of tags ready here. Came like this. So these have wire right at the top. And obviously I don't need the wire, so I twisted the wire off. And I'm going to save the wire for another project. So we have these 5 tags, and I make all my tag mini books. They're mini journals made out of tags. If you haven't seen my other videos, go back and look. I have a whole bunch of videos and all different themes where I make these tag mini book journals. And they're functional. You can write on the back. I do at the end, before I'm bringing them to a show, I go through and I put lines on the back. I have shown how I do that in other videos. I'm not going to be showing that in this video. But in this video, we're going to be using some things that I just got from a recent haul. I just got these water-soluble oil pastels. And I got them at a secondhand shop for $2.59. And I've been playing around with them. I have them here on this cardstock. So this is just plain cardstock. And I don't know, I'm kind of happy with that. I'm kind of happy with how that looks. So I would like to go ahead and I would like to create some backgrounds for all of these tags. And we're going to do some different color themes. So I'm thinking, here, I'm going to pull this over here. So we'll do this one and this one. So each tag is going to be its own sort of color theme. And let's see. Let's do this one with this one. Let's do a blue. We'll do a turquoise with a dark blue. And then let's do this yellow with this pale yellow. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5. So what all I'm going to do, so these are the Mart watercolor oil pastels. This is just how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do different swirls. And I'm going to alternate some of my colors here within the same, like this is going to be all blues. So we're going to do some of these on the inside. I have no idea if this is how you actually use them. This is how I'm doing it. I just kind of picked it up. And this is what I'm doing. So we're going to do these on the outside now, this color. Add one more of this on the outside. And then we'll add some of these on the inside. And then let's do this one right here. And then let's add some water. So I have my water cup here. I have just a very basic, simple, flat brush. And I'm going to go through and do all the ones with the dark on the outside. Not that it really makes much difference, but that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I never added any in here. I just want something different. You know, I have a series of these mini journals that I'm going to have at a show that I'm doing the last Saturday in September. in Portland, Maine, Fireside Inn and Suites. And I am speaking at this event, and I'm speaking about journaling and cards and all that other fun stuff. So I need to have a whole series of different types of journals. So I am thinking these are going to be in the $20 price point. So I'd like affordable things on my table. These are going to have 5 tags, 5 pages. So I think that's sufficient. And I'm going to talk about different ways to use journals. All different ways to use journals, actually. Dream journal, manifesting journal, keeping track of your tarot and oracle readings, all of it, all of that fun stuff. This is a fun event. I have done this event for many, many, many years, and I always speak at this event, so I'm very happy to be the first presenter of the day, which is awesome. I'm going to be doing psychic readings and then taking bookings for psychic readings as well for later events, because I can't read for everybody, and because of my allergies. If you're wearing perfume or something that triggers my allergies, laundry soap, any of that stuff, I can't read for you. So what I'm doing is I'm taking bookings, and I'm going to set up appointments via online connection. I'm going to put that one over there to dry, and we're going to do readings that way. All right, I'm going to leave these here in case I need to use them again. Let's see. Just going to do the same thing. And then we'll do this light green on the inside. A couple little light green ones out here without the dark green. Just kind of mixing it up a little bit. Okay. Just get some of this flowing. For $2.59, I'm having fun with these little, what are these? Water-soluble oil pastels. Yeah. I mean, who knew? I mean, I have all different types of crayon-y kind of things, and that's basically what this is. I mean, it feels similar to the Tim Holtz crayons. I don't know that it actually is. Tim Holtz ones are a little creamier feeling to me. But nonetheless, they're still fun. They still add color. It gives it a very different look and feel. And that's what I'm going for. I'm looking to have not everything the same. I don't like cookie cutter stuff on my table. I like things to be, you know, one of a kind, different handmade items. It is a metaphysical fair. It's not a craft fair, but there are a ton of handmade items at this show, and a lot of my friends that do this show are artists as well as psychics. So it's kind of fun to see what, you know, new things people come up with and all that type of stuff. Okay, there's that one. I'll put that one over here to dry. Now the sun is kind of going in, so I'm not getting direct sunlight, so these aren't going to dry super quickly. I always kind of start up here, don't I? And we're only going to do some in these. We're not going to do any swirls outside of these swirls. So if you've watched my videos before, you may have heard me talk about the turkeys. So I live in the woods. I live like on a private dirt road in the woods. It's woodsy. So these turkeys, I mean, we've had turkeys here for years, but there's like 3 of them. Started off as 2, and now there's 3. I think they may have gotten kicked out from the flock or whatever you call a turkey group. And they keep hanging around my son's car. And they keep pecking at the doors on my son's car, and it's all scratched up. He's livid. I don't blame him. He drives an all-black car. And they wake me up, these darn turkeys, like 5 in the morning, every morning, pecking away at his car. Ugh. And he won't put like a car cover on his car. And he won't let me put boxes next to his car, which I think I'm going to do anyways. So I was getting ready to come out here and do this video. You know, I had just eaten. Well, I heard the turkey pecking at his car, so that kicked my butt into gear to get out here even quicker. So I normally go around the front of his car, because there's one that goes on the driver's side and there's one that goes on the passenger side. And I normally go around the car by going through the front of the car and then kind of telling the turkeys to move on. This time I went behind the car, because they normally escape behind the car and run off through the dirt road or through the woods that way or to my neighbor's house. This time I did it differently. I scared the bejesus out of this turkey. I'm like, God, don't come back. I mean, I'm not harming him. I'm just sneaking up on him and scaring him, because him and his buddy have done huge amounts of damage to my son's car. It is so scratched up. It's horrible. It's really sad. So I scared the turkey. He flew up over my garage and into the woods a different direction right there. And I'm like, stop coming back and doing this. So I'm hoping I scared him enough. I mean, he was squawking. I really scared the bejesus out of him. I mean, it's not like I'm like grabbing at him or, you know, anything like that. I'm just, you're sneaking up on my son's car, I'm going to sneak up on you. That was pretty. So that's what I did. Darn turkeys. So hopefully that will rectify the situation. I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced, but I can certainly hope now, can't I? And if you watched yesterday's video, I was telling you about the Lego my son got. He got the Concord plane something Lego something. So he's been building that, and it came with a whole bunch of bags of Lego pieces in the box. And he says, I've only built 3 bags so far. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm talking on the phone and I'm playing video games. He has one friend he plays video games with who lives in the Midwest. And he's like, I'm talking to him, so we're playing video games. Oh, okay. So that clearly takes precedence over the Lego playing. But whatever. Hopefully he'll be starting work in a week or so. So he's not really going to have too much time. I mean, he's only going to be working part-time. He wanted full-time. And, so get this. Part-time is 30 hours. Mandatory that you work 12 hours on the weekend, which is crazy. And full-time is 32 hours. And he's like, how is that a thing? I'm like, I have no idea how that's a thing. But he's gonna just do his best. And I said, you know, just go in there and do your best. And I think eventually they'll move him to full-time. Especially with, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas and some of those bigger holidays that are coming up. It's my hope. Not too much contrast with this. Let's have some outside here. So it's a matter of 2 hours difference. And I said, you know, you could even do 2 hours overtime. And if you do 2 hours overtime every week for X amount of weeks, I don't know how many weeks it is before you're actually considered full-time. But, I mean, they asked him if he would be available to come in. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, listen, I think that would equal full-time. So, I don't know. We'll sort of wait and see. He's a good worker. I know it's really not what he wants, but he acknowledges the fact that he needs a something. And this is a something. The people seem nice. So hopefully all will work out well. You know, he must have applied to dozens, probably 4 dozen different jobs, mostly car related things, and nobody called him back. Which, go figure. So there's that one. So let me put that one over here to dry, and let's grab our first one. I didn't blend this one as much as I blended some of the others. It's mostly dry. It's still a little damp. But while that's drying, I'm going to put some of these away so I don't lose them. There. Okay, let's put that away over there. Out of my way. Clean off some of this. Now, I have a couple things in mind. So I have some of these crystal stickers, and I have this box of stickers that I put a whole bunch of different metaphysical stickers in. So I just sort of mixed up all the different type of metaphysical stickers that I have. all the sort of witchy, potion-y, those kind of stickers. I have like a lot of moons, all different types of metaphysical things that you probably saw in a lot of my hauls. So those are all in here. So I thought, you know, we could use, so some of these moons I think are beautiful. Let's see if I have the different color ones in here. That was a moon. Ooh, that's a pretty one. That's a moon. Let's see. I like these shiny ones. Maybe I can get 5 shiny moons. Well, that one's kind of a moon. Here's a moon. Ooh, there's another moon. There's a moon. Okay. A lot of cauldrons too. I could do, or some potions. Could do potions and cauldrons down the bottom. Oh, there's a moon. And there's another moon. I have to double see if those are any of those are doubles, because I really prefer not to use doubles. I think that's a double to one that I already pulled out. Kind of like that one. So, oh, that's cute. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need one more over here. Have something to go at the bottom. Maybe that one. I don't know yet. Oh, that one. That one's appropriate. Okay. Now let's go through. So we're not going to do this type of moon. We're not going to do this type of moon. I think, yeah, that's a double. That's a double. That's a double. Oh, is that a triple? Oh, that's a double. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put some moons back. Let me see. I really liked those shiny ones. There's moons in here. Decisions, decisions. That was pretty. That's a moon. That's a moon. So I might use those instead. There's a moon. No, I really liked those shiny, sparkly ones, but I'll use those in something else. All right. So we'll use these in something else. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And now we need coordinating things to put at the bottom. That one kind of matches. Although I like this one better. We're going to do that one. That one matches better. Maybe that one. Ooh, I like that one. Go with that. Have something blue already. I like that better there. Need some sort of yellowy goldy things. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. I'll have that one there. Okay. Okay. That decision is finally made. Okay. Now I have to double check and see if these tags are dry, because if they're not dry, those are not going to stick. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use these or not, but let's put them over there. That is pretty dry. But I also wanted to layer some other things. Let's see what we got over here. So I have my stencils. And let's see, I like this one. And I'm thinking I'll just stencil like half. Now, I have these brand new stencil brushes. And I have my Distress inks. I don't have the oxides, the little ones. So this one, I like that turquoise, the peacock feathers. These are little teeny tiny brushes. This is going to take a lot longer to ink this up. And let's come in between my circles. Ooh, I like that. Let's do some up here. There. Just a little bit peeking through. Should I do it all over? Yeah, let's do it all over. There. Oh, I like that. There. Okay. So it's just going to blend all colors. So we'll put that one up there. In case I need it again, I'll put the little ink cube with it. I think this was one of the last ones I did. But let's come in with mustard seed. We're going to ink these up. I got these on Temu not too long ago. They're perfect for my bag. I have, you know, this art bag out here on my deck filled with different art supplies. And it's easier for me to do my art out here, just loading things into this art bag. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that looks cool. bit right there. Let's load this up again. To me, stenciling just adds a little bit of something, just a little bit of a pop. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, I'll do that there. I'm just gonna leave this over here just in case. Let that off. Green. Should I do cracked pistachio? I kind of filled in a lot here, but you know what? We'll come and fill it in. Yeah, that's looking nice. Let's do a little bit right over here. Yeah, I saw that Tim Holtz came out with those new inks. Ay, ay, ay. More things I need. The Distress Oxide Minis. And I mean, now that I have my bag, you know, for me to have like these things filled with my inks and I just stick them in my bag, it works so much easier for me. And look at all the colors I can have just in one place. I feel like I want to try and do a little bit here in the middle. Yeah, I like that. Let's do one right here. And then right here. Nice. I like that one. Okay, we'll put that up there. Put that there. Let's give this a wipe. Now the next one is a purple. I don't have a ton of these, but what I have works. Seedless preserves. I think I'm going to be more apt to get all of the Distress Oxides. I don't know if Hobby Lobby has them yet. I haven't been there. I mean, obviously I can get them online sources. I use Oxide a lot. So for me, that's something that's gonna be worth investing in. Put that over there. Wind's picking up again. We're not supposed to get rain tonight. You know, I like to leave my art bag outside, so I don't have to keep lugging it. It is heavy. I like that. I'm very happy that I picked this stencil. Okay, and then the last one, oops, is like a red-orange. I think we're gonna do orange. And I have spiced marmalade. These brushes work a little better than I thought they would. I'm kind of happy with them. They look teeny tiny and like they wouldn't be overly great for larger areas, but I'm happy with them. Okay. All right, last one done. I like that. Okay, I don't think we're gonna need these. Let me put them, whoops. Let me put them away. Okay. Put this away. Now, I have all different types of papers here, but you know, let me. Could have inked this up with that coordinating color, but that's all right. And I think what I'm going to do is put these in near the top-ish. All right, where's my glue? I do have a glue stick, need be. I did not ink around the edge, obviously. Oh, I'm hearing those turkeys out in the woods. They're saying, don't go over there. She's crazy. Yeah. So it kind of looks like it needs more. I have different papers here. You just sort of layer stuff. This paper, and I have this one. No. I don't mind those. I should do one over here. I have different colors. I have two different colors of this out here. This is the paper that I do when I'm rolling off my brayer, when I'm doing my gel plate. All right. We'll put some down here a little bit. Or should I put it down here? like opposite. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Opposite that. And then I think I'm going to want to do something sort of grounding down here. I mean, I'm going to want to do the edging. Just kind of looks like that's floating. I don't have my stencils that I just made. There, just gave it just a smidge of grounding. There. All right, well, there's that one. Okay. Now the green one. Do we want to keep the blue on the blue and the purple? Let me line them up. So where's the other one? Oh, there it is. So there's the blue stuff. Here's, that one's kind of a little more purpley. This one's a little more yellowy. And there's no green in that whatsoever, but we're going with it. Okay. You know, I like to have all different types of sort of colorful things on my table when I'm doing a show. And these are, I think, sort of one of my more bright, cheery, more colorful kind of things. And I don't anticipate anybody having anything even remotely like this unless they're watching my videos, but I truly don't anticipate that. Go with that bit. Okay. That goes like that. All right. You know, these are just kind of fun. They're just a little bit different, a little fun. Let's ink all this. This is probably one of my more subdued ones. Just kind of ground that a little bit. Certainly could add a lot more, but I think it's okay to have a little bit more of a subdued one. I have some that are very, very witchy, very buggy, all different types of themes. I like making these. There will be some on my website when my show is done as well. And my website is linked in every single video. elementalenерgies.com. Now I don't have any charms out here, but I do add charms to these. So that will be something that I'll do off camera. And you know, something that I've done this year that I didn't do in past years is, even though I'm here on my deck, I have a garbage barrel out here on my deck. So like all these little bits that I need to throw out, I can put them right in the barrel. It works for me. That also helps kind of tie it all together. And let's ground this one. There. Okay. To have some decent words, and some of these slushy, we'll go with slushy and smoggy, we'll do those. Trying to keep the words appropriate too. I know, I like both sides of this paper. Ooh, hold on, getting windy. Okay, now, I don't know if some of my little papers just blew away. Let's grab this. I like making these because I find it sort of meditative. Well, I mean, most of the things I do is very meditative. See a book at the bottom to encourage journaling. This one actually might be the cover of the book. kind of gives it a nice little finish with this edge. And I'm probably going to press this between a book because some of the pages kind of curled a little bit. And let's just do a little bit of grounding down there. And then the last one, yeah, I think I've pretty much decided I need to find a different bottle to put this glue in. It's not always working for me. And then, where'd that other? Did that roll? Thought I had another piece. I wanted the brittle paper. I didn't use it all. Oh, here it is. It got tucked under. Let's see, we'll go right here. There. Okay. Now I only have a little bit of fibers out here in my bag. I gotta find them. So I might add more fibers later. Let's get that right in the center there. This. Put the lid on my glue, not that it matters, but let's do it anyways. And have some of these rings. Let's see if I can do it. Sometimes I can. Oh, good. Oh, I did it. Yay. All right, let me go through and show you. That one. I think I want this one to be the cover. That one next, that one third, that one fourth, and then we'll do that one last. And then, like I said, I'm going to go through and I'm going to put lines on the back. If I need to sponge it or ink it, if it got a little dirty, that's okay. I can just come in with a little bit of ink on a stencil brush and just add some color to the back. It's not a big deal. Okay, here are my little fibers. So let's see what I have. I just took a whole bunch and just, oh, that would dress this up. Maybe I'll add some of that bling. butterflies. All right, we'll do butterflies. Have some lace. That would be pretty. You know what? Let's do a half a lace. That. Let's see. Got that one. I got that one. Okay. I am going to add a different fiber afterwards. This is just what I keep in this little teeny tiny bag. All right, let me double check this. Yep, let's do some of that. There's 3. 4. There, that's fine. Okay. I only have little pieces of stuff in this bag. Where's that? There it is. Yeah, my glue's gonna stop working. And I got these at Hobby Lobby quite a while ago. There. I think that adds a little bit of fun to it. And because I'm keeping it to the side, it's not going to interfere when you're actually journaling on the back of each one of these tags. I think 20 is fair. I mean, I was vacillating between 20 and 25 as a price point for these. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Yeah, just a dot more glue right there. All right, let me go through and show them too with the little bling. Yeah, I think that looks cute. Now let's do the fibers. Okay, let's do the ring like this. These rings I get at the Dollar Tree. You know, I don't want all the fibers to look the same. I don't have these fibers on my other ones. So that's a really good thing. I think by adding the fibers, it just makes it so much more bright and cheery. And I'll add one more fiber when I come across something that I think will fit. Oh, let's tape on this one. Tape is stuck to me. There. See, it just adds a little bit of added bling. This adds a little bit of extra bling. There. And when I go to sell these, I'm going to have them standing up in a container. So you'll see a whole bunch of these bright, pretty, colorful things sticking out of the container. So that's that. I'm going to add a charm at some point using a, you know, one of the pans. And I'm going to add another fiber, and then I'm going to add lines to the back at another time. I'm just going to sit out here and just do that with, I have the stencil. Like I said, I've shown that in all my other videos, so you can go check that out. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this tag mini book. I do have more that I'm going to be doing. Believe it or not, I want to have a whole bunch at my show. So thanks so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.